I can replace this particular noun here, this particular word, and change the meaning. The rest of the phrase is fixed. These are common phrases where we can use them and use them in many contexts. Hi everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of Learning English with me. Today I'm going to tell you something that is important for your English learning and English speaking fluency. So if you want to speak fluent English and if you want to learn English fast, I'm going to tell you something that you need to keep in mind, and this video can be really helpful for you. So today's topic is why phrases are important to speak fluent English. Importance of phrases and how to learn them, how you can learn them quickly, and why you need to learn phrases, because phrases are very important part of spoken English. The English that you speak, the language that you speak, phrases are very important. So why they are important and how you can learn them, I'm going to cover today for you. Stay tuned. I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, I would like to request you to please subscribe this channel because you get one English video lesson every day on this channel. Like the video and share it with your friends too. Okay, coming back to today's lesson, phrases, why phrases are important. See, phrases are just not important in English language. They are important in any language. Whatever language you're learning, phrases are very important part of spoken language. The part of language that you speak. One is your written language, another part is the spoken language. If you take any language, there are two main purposes, written language and then the spoken language. So phrases are important part of your spoken language and written language as well. But if you really want to become fluent in English or any language that you're learning, phrases are very important. Similarly, in English, phrases are very important. Why? Because in today's world, media is very important. We do everything online. We interact with a lot of stuff online, and phrases are now filtering to every aspect of word. Not just native English speakers, but a lot of advanced English speakers from around the world. They use phrases. I use phrases in my normal day-to-day conversations. So phrases are very important. Now, what exactly are phrases? See, phrases are basically a group of words. Phrases can be either 2 words long or they can be 5 to 6 words long. So it's like from 2 to 6 words. They are combined together and then they form a particular meaning, expression, or they have some kind of specific usage. You know that this particular phrase or this particular expression is used for a particular purpose, a particular meaning, a specific usage. So that is the thing. They are specific in nature and they are used commonly. So instead of simply using a word and then weaving a sentence, creating a sentence using all part of languages, if you learn phrases, that's very quick for you to develop English speaking fluency because half of your sentence you have already covered with these fixed phrases. Now these phrases are fixed. As just I said, fixed phrases. These phrases are fixed. For example, if I take the phrase piece of cake, a piece of cake, it's a fixed phrase. This will not change. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. This whole phrase will not change. This is a fixed phrase. The prepositions, the articles, the verb, whatever you're using, what kind of word you're using, they will come at the fixed place in the similar way. So that's why phrases are important and that's why they make you learn English and speak English faster as compared to the traditional method of first going through grammar, then learning how to form sentences, the sentence structure. That is important too, but the thing is that phrases are very important part of English that you need to learn. If you want to speak English fast, if you're learning English for your conversation purpose or for your professional purpose, you need to learn phrases. Now let's understand how phrases function in English language, what are the functions of phrases and why they are important. So the importance number 1 is They help you understand and speak spoken English. So they help you even understand whatever is spoken by a native English speaker, advanced English speaker, fluent English speaker, or they can help you become fluent English speaker. The thing is that you're listening to English, and a lot of times when you listen to English, whether it's a song, whether you're listening to a particular interview, or maybe you're watching a particular series on Netflix, you will come across lots and lots of phrases. They can be either simple and common phrases or advanced phrases. Now, the difference between two, what are the categories? I'm going to cover it in the lesson. Do not worry. So, stay tuned. So, either they can be basic phrases or they can be the advanced phrases. And when you know your phrases, you'll be able to understand them easily. You'll be able to understand what you're listening to. And when you listen to something repeatedly and you're able to understand it, the thing is that you start using it too. That's why phrases help you become fluent in English. Now, finding individual words and learning those words through the vocab method that I tell you, through the exploration and exposing yourself method that I've always talked about, that's important. Learning vocabulary is important. But vocabulary alone cannot help you become fluent, because vocabulary is a part of your sentence. Vocabulary is a part of what you're learning in English. The other part, that is phrases. They both are equally important, that sometimes English learners neglect and don't understand. So just learning vocabulary will not help. You need to also learn phrases side by side. If you are coming across some interesting word, try to also find some phrases related to that particular word. Okay, another point that I would like to mention here is that phrases are very efficient way of learning English. Efficient way means where you are working less and your output is more. For example, if you're trying to learn complex grammar structure at the beginning stage of your English speaking and learning journey, you're gonna get frustrated. This will not help. But if you learn phrases, you can use those ready-made phrases, small phrases as it is. If you know in which situation you have to use what kind of phrase. For example, how to request for something. If you learn all the phrases related to that, you know how to request for a thing when you want to request something from somebody. If you know all the phrases related to placing an order, you would be able to place an order without even learning complex grammar rules. Now, if you want to go on to the advanced level, obviously basic grammar would be required at that time. But right now, you can learn phrases and speak English. It's kind of a shortcut way to speak English in less time, because grammar requires time. Grammar is something that you cannot acquire in a single day. It's slow build, deliberate build. With time you will understand the rules, and with time you will be able to apply and use those rules naturally without thinking about them. Like, it will become a part of your function, but for that you need to give time. But phrases will enable you to speak English during your journey. Even if you're a beginner, you'll be able to speak some kind of English if you learn phrases, right? Okay, now let's come to the phrases. How to learn the phrases, what are the basic phrases, what are the advanced phrases, and the best way to learn phrases. Now, phrases are very important, right? I suggest there are two ways to learn phrases. Way number one is that I make lots and lots of videos on phrases for you, common phrases and advanced phrases both. So you'll find ample of videos on my channel, and in the future you will continue getting these videos on phrases. Do not worry about it. So you can go check them out and enrich your vocabulary, enrich your English language using all the phrases. Now, why these videos are important? Because I'm just not giving you a list of phrases just like that. I am explaining you the meaning, the context, the situation in which these phrases can be used, with lots of example sentences. So I'm covering everything related to that particular phrase. That's why once you watch the video, I'm sure you will be able to easily use all the phrases. Now, what is the method number two? Method number two is that when you listen to something or when you watch something, if you come across a phrase that you do not know, record it and then check the meaning later on. Understand the context, try to use it in a sentence, try to look at some of the example sentences. So the videos that I make, I already bring everything for you ready-made in a platter. You just have to watch the video and apply everything, speak them out loud, and yeah, start using them in your conversations right away. So these are the two methods through which you can learn phrases easily. Now, the difference between basic phrases and advanced phrases. Okay, basic phrases are phrases which are used as common functional phrases. You can use them in a very common situation. They are a part of your basic English or survival English. So remember, I once mentioned survival English. That is the most basic English that you need in order to survive in an English speaking country. That is the basic English, the basic words, basic things that you need to know in English. So these phrases, common phrases, can be, for example, would you like a cup of coffee? Are you free this weekend? Nice to meet you. So these are phrases. Nice to meet you. Are you free this weekend? Would you like a cup of coffee? These are common phrases. Now, how to recognize a common phrase? A common phrase is basically a fixed phrase where one element of sentence can be changed. For example, are you free this weekend? I can change it to, are you free this Monday? Are you free this afternoon? Are you free this evening? I can replace this particular noun here, this particular word, and change the meaning. The rest of the phrase is fixed. These are common phrases where we can use them and use them in many contexts. Now, what are advanced phrases? Advanced phrases are your idioms, your expressions, the phrases that have fixed meaning. The words, they don't have literal meaning. The words combined have a totally different meaning, and the meaning never changes, ever. For example, a piece of cake, like I told you earlier in the lesson today, a piece of cake means something that is very easy. Now, a piece of cake, whenever this particular phrase is coming, the meaning would not change. No particular word will change. This is a fixed phrase. So all these fixed phrases, the idioms, the expressions, they are your advanced phrases, and they are also very important. Now, how to learn phrases? In what format? Go for common phrases first for conversations, and then also learn the advanced phrases because they are also used in conversations a lot these days. They are used in professional English too, business English. I also make a lot of phrases videos on business English. So phrases are a part of your advanced spoken English, and they are used today, not just by native English speakers, but worldwide. So it's important for you to learn phrases. So yeah, learn phrases and become super fluent in English. Learn them. Try using them in your conversations, try using them in your English speaking practice and see the difference. See the level of confidence you feel when you speak English and see how fluent you will sound to the other person and even to yourself. So that's the lesson. That was the lesson. This is the end. I hope you liked it. If yes, please like it. And I'm going to meet you tomorrow with a new lesson. Till then, take care. Don't forget to check out all the phrases video on the channel. You'll get them in the particular playlist named Idioms and Phrases. All the lessons are there in Idioms and Phrases playlist. You can get it easily. See you next time. Bye.